playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run with White. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And
they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. That'll go as a pickup of 8. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Phillip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And he completes it to Hunt. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, Zoo. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
A gain of 21 yards. Ready. 70, Indy. Hey, Alpha. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Go. Hey, Charlie. Stay grip.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Floating one, incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go again. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike's foot. Hey, exit. Ford is Mike. It's a party now. It's a party.
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Dorsett on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
First down, Patriots.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go, D. Hey, Sam off. Watch safety creeping.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Hunt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mayfield now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Go! Bravo!
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to go deep for Conley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Michigan score, Patriots 24, Browns 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Hey, high 7. 40, check, he's coming.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Room to run past midfield. He gets it to James White. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. First down, here's White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
61, Matchbox Light.
On third down, a run from White. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Landry, the intended target. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mayfield finding Beckham. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
Come on, fellas. Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This fielded at the 2.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Hunt, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's third and 9.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They'll run now with Dillon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file the way for the future.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Come off the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. You gonna take.
Any weapon. Hey, Haywood. Big Ripper.
They'll look to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. That's right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's Michel once again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for Watkins that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield to throw it. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mayfield looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Going on the ground, it's White. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard line. Tonight's final score, Patriots 41,